We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Check 20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What we got? Check 4. Check 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Fight 2 is the Mike. Mike fight 2. Mike fight 2. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Down.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Switch.
2nd and 10. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey!
57. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, Alpha!
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Out, 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 out.
Hit it!
On second down, it's Williamson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Set! 10-2 soft.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Jim, Jim, Jim.
Recon, 132 fighters. Hey, lock it. Lead dribble, lead dribble.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Last stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Look at me, zipper.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, hey, hey. Save.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Delta.
I smell fear in that offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Piron. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's
set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Switch.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Leo.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down, Bills.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get up! 180!
50 seconds, come on. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's a party now.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Get up! 180! Ain't no such thing as a look. Move.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, team.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Y'all playing. Ran.
Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
30 base.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4.
Check. Fresno. Back.
49, check 49. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Box drop. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie. Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Here's Pirine. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Switch out. Switch out.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Echo.
We got to step it up. 57. Mike, 57.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
On the set.
57's the Mike. Tackles, tackles.
Here go.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Gate read.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey.
Yes.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get up.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. Throw caught here by Bird. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Number 86. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Shit.
They'll set up a throw. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57's right.
Hey, tight down.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This one from 46 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he slings one that's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Buffalo.
180! Let's go! Mike's 57, Mike! Alert! Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's make these babies.
On first down, Trubisky. Pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. You. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a carry for Pirine. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
For the left side, it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
50, plant. Hey, exit.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the case.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On the ball. 57's the mic. Mike 57. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Deep river.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Where's 52? Watch 52.
Hey, Alpha.
3 buzz. Mike 52. Watch the run.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Sponge! No! On the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I'm coming after you. Hey, right 52.
Now.
52.
Yeah. My 52.
Foxtrot.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
You ain't doing nothing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Let him know. Check three. Switch.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check, 59. Man, I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete here. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Lock in, lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. N'Keal Harry. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Who that? Who that? Hey, 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 hey. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none of that. Hit it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
15 run. 15 run.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Check.
Hey, Haywood.
52. Mike 52.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. 80 weapon. Buzz. Yes. Get it.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Come, 180.
56. Watch his left.
Ran, come.
Slant. Mike 56.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
50 small. 57. You remember me? You remember me?
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
57. Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
High 7.
They'll set up to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
61, matchbox lights.
I'm going to come back to you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run again with P-Ryan. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Okay, ready?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got one.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Set, ready? HE Gator.
Rip left. Hey, alert 3.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Five.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
You can't block me. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Down. 60 or.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming for go.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
27 on the play. First down, Bills.
Pick up. 180. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Right back to him on first down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Bills, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.